One person at a time, one connection at a time. A community makes it bigger, makes it easier to get more people involved, makes it easier to come together to boost the most promising innovations on the horizon. Throughout the years, we took some chances and we made some big bets on big technologies. Linux, hybrid cloud, containers, edge. But no one is ever 100% sure what the next big thing is. What we do know is that the most accurate vision of the future is a collective one. Intersecting interests and good communication guide the way. With more eyes, all bugs are shallow. With more eyes, we see more of what lies ahead. But we're still only seeing one point of view from one moment in time. Looking ahead together and sharing what we see is how we will know where to go. 2020 Red Hat Forum's virtual experience. What's next?
Hi, and welcome to our Red Hat Forum 2020 virtual experience. My name is Dion Harvey, and I'm the General Manager for the Red Hat Sub-Saharan African business. Welcome to the second part of our session, where we get the opportunity to bring you some content that's locally relevant to the Sub-Saharan African customers and partners that we work with. Before we jump into the detail, a quick word of thanks to our sponsors who've made the event possible this year. Now, of course, 2020 is a year that's different for all of us. And we haven't had the opportunity to have a face-to-face event this year. So I did want to take some time to thank our 2019 sponsors who participated in our last events last year. These include some of our global partners, our local partners, as well as our distributors and our training organization here in South Africa. Thank you, sponsors. So if you did join Red Hat in our forums in 2019, I'm really pleased that you're back this year. Of course, it's a little different this time. We ran events in Johannesburg and Cape Town last year. And one of the things that I think, while it's disappointing that we can't be together, is exciting about what this platform offers is the opportunity to reach so many more customers than before. The Red Hat team here in South Africa looks after the Sub-Saharan African continent, and of course, only running events in Johannesburg and Cape Town has limited reach. So I'm actually particularly excited about the ability to reach more customers beyond our South African borders through this platform. There is so much exciting technology innovation happening in the African continent, and we as a continent have a lot to be proud of. Looking at Mauritius, as an example, I'm actually quite inspired by Mauritius's ambitions to be the cyber island, and we can see a lot of fantastic initiatives happening in Mauritius. Some of the customers we're working with, be they in telco or banking or other verticals, are doing some really exciting, innovative stuff. Moving to Kenya, it's no different there. One of our flagship customers, Safaricom, is once again demonstrating their lead in innovation and doing some really exciting stuff with us around container adoption and modernization. Do make sure, by the way, to attend the session later in the afternoon, where you'll have the opportunity to hear from the Safaricom team about some of their experiences in working with Red Hat on that journey. And the pattern is the same in Nigeria, where we're working with customers and local partners to really bring the best of open source to the West African market. So let's take a moment to talk about Open Hybrid Cloud. If you attended any of the sessions during the morning, you will have no doubt heard a lot about our Open Hybrid Cloud strategy. In the Sub-Saharan African market and in South Africa in particular, a lot has happened in the last 12 to 24 months around cloud adoption. So it's an exciting time for us, and we're particularly proud of our open hybrid cloud strategy. Open hybrid cloud is, of course, the way we describe our portfolio of software, services, and tools in what is an increasingly complex technology world. And of course, we see that as multiple components. First of all, the hybrid cloud infrastructure. This, of course, is your foundation on which the applications that you run, be they legacy or new applications and workloads, will be running. Cloud native development is just as important. In the cloud native development world, IT teams are expecting the ability to build, deploy, run and manage applications irrespective of where they run. And of course, automation is important. Automation brings those three overlapping elements together and reduces manual processes and management overheads in managing your cloud. And then there, of course, there's Linux. In Red Hat, we believe that Linux is the core to all of this, not just to our traditional customer workloads, but in our open hybrid cloud strategy. In the infrastructure itself, Linux is core, be that in the world of on-premise or applications running in cloud providers' environments. Our development teams, likewise, have the underpinnings of a strong Linux operating system and the applications that they're either modernizing or building for running in the cloud natively. And of course, once again, automation and management is key, where Linux itself plays a strong role in providing a stable foundation in that hybrid cloud infrastructure. Let's talk a moment about fostering a culture of innovation. I think most people would agree that it's not just about the technology, it's about people and process as well. At Red Hat, we also believe that a strong sense of collaboration, openness, and the sharing of expertise is required to really take innovation to the next level. I'm hoping that you'll experience some of that sharing today. And then let's take a moment to talk about 2020 and the impact of COVID-19. As a software vendor, I think we realize, like many software vendors and IT suppliers, that we have to be different in terms of the way we approach our customers. A lot of our customers need our help more than ever before. And so there are many things we've done to try and change the approach to our customers to be as helpful as we can in these trying times. Some of the examples including a real beefing up of our analytics capabilities to help our customers who might be short-staffed, for example, through our product called Red Hat Insights. We've extended the life cycles of many of our software products to give our customers a bit of a breather from those upgrades. And of course, knowing how many of our customers may need more skills, we've really accelerated and extended our virtual learning offerings, and in some cases also extended our exam windows to give people a little bit more of a breather. At a more personal level, I've encouraged my team here in South Africa to approach all of our customer interactions with a here to help philosophy first. And I hope that is something that you have experienced. So what can you expect from the rest of the afternoon? Well, we've talked about our open hybrid cloud infrastructure and the three elements of the hybrid cloud infrastructure itself, the cloud native development, and the automation and management aspects associated with that. In the rest of the afternoon, we'll be bringing you some content that touches all three of those elements. So let's take a look at the agenda. First of all, the thing you'll notice is that the time is Central African time, so do check your watch to make sure that you're on time for the session you want to see. As I mentioned earlier, Safaricom have joined us. So if you're interested in container journeys, make sure you join the session with Safaricom as they talk about their experiences on OpenShift, hosted by Christopher Saul. If you're interested in edge computing, 12:30, we'll have a really interesting presentation from Gavin, one of our chief solution architects in the telco space, as he takes us through the power of getting closer to the edge. There are many more interesting topics around integration. We touch on some of the workings of Red Hat and IBM together. And then right at the end of the day, you can catch a quirky session from Ross Addis as he takes us through Unfakeable Linux to end off the tracks for the day. Choose your tracks, 1 or 2, but also make sure that you don't forget that at the end of it all, there will be the opportunity to interact with our experts and really interact through rather than just watching some of the presentations. And some of the presenters will be in those sessions. So do take advantage of the opportunity at the end of the tracks today to chat to some of our experts. So thank you once again for taking the time to join us. I hope that the content we've prepared for you today will be entertaining and insightful and really help to accelerate your interest in Red Hat and your own internal mission of innovation. Thank you.